Hi, welcome to an Arduino tutorial from Robojax. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use two MAX6675 with two K-type thermocouple and two LCD1602 with I2C, which has only 4 wires to display temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius. You can get the code by clicking at the link in the description below, which will take you to robojax.com/learn/Arduino. Let's get started with this. In some situations, you will need to have two display and also two K-type thermocouple with this MAX6675 modules. For that reason, I'm going to utilize an usage of this and show you how you can use two of them. But it's up to you that maybe you want to display the two of this on one display and the other display will be used for something else. And because of the usage of this K-type with this MAX6675 module and two LCD with I2C, I will explain and go step by step so you will be able to use it for your application. I have a separate video explaining this thermocouple with a data sheet and all other information. I will provide you the link. I will strongly encourage you to watch that video and use it before coming with this LCD and multiple. And also a separate video explaining this LCD, which you have to watch and make sure that you can display some information on this before coming to this. Once you are able to display some information, once you are able to read temperature with this and display it on the serial monitor, then use one of them and make sure it works. Then add the second one. I have a link, another video that explaining how to use it with single LCD. So maybe you have to play with that and before coming to these two, because you will be ready by then. This has been labeled as plus and minus. The red one will be connected in here. It has pins and they've provided all the pins for you as ground, VCC, and then serial clock, chip select, and serial output. Display, we have 4 pins here. This is the ground and this is the VCC. Ground will be connected to the ground, VCC will be connected to 5 volts in Arduino, and then we have for this module we have ground on this side and then VCC. This will be connected to the ground. As you can see, it has been connected on this side, and this one is VCC connected to 5 volts in Arduino. And then we have SDA and SCL. SDA have been connected, this blue, to A4 and analog 4, and then SCL, the clock, have been connected to analog 5 of Arduino Uno. You're using Arduino Uno, and then SCL is A5 and SDA is A4, and Arduino Mega SDA is 20 and then SCL is 21, and Leonardo and all of those. CC will be connected to 5 volts here, and here the orange, and then yellow is the clock, the yellow is the ground. The ground is connected to the ground of Arduino. And these pins, the 3 of them, have been connected to pin 4, 5 and 6. Purple, gray, white. And here they are. Let me now explain the code. I will provide you the link for 2 libraries. One will be for the MAX6675. You have to download it as a zip. And also there will be another library for the liquid crystal display or LCD. You have to download them as a zip and include them. They can be included in 2 ways. One way would be to put them directly under the library folder inside the Arduino folder. If you know that, just proceed with that. If you want to prefer the other way, it would be clicking at the sketch, include library and add zip library, then point it to the zip file. Let's say this is a zip file, point it to that and click open for the LCD and also for this. Once you're done, you will have the options available and this code will work. For the thermocouple, you can click on File, Example, and here the MAX6675. There are two other examples if you want to play with those. For the LCD also there is one. I'm not gonna bother with that. So this is part of that library of MAX6675.h. That's a header file for C or C++. And this is the wire library, which is part of Arduino. You don't have to do anything as long as you run this code. It's included. And this will be part of the library that I just explained. So you have to include these two. This line, we are creating, this is a class. We are creating an instance of this class. We call it LCD1. And then this is another instance of the class. We call it LCD2. These two refers to the two LCD. And the first one we put the address, and the second one also, this is 0x26 for the second one. First one is the address. This is 16 character and 2 line. I will provide you for the link for this I2C scanner. You just upload it to your Arduino, and after that, if you run it and open it, you will see that it detects all the devices if your wiring is correct. So now it shows 0x26. 0x means hexadecimal value of 26, and that's the 3F. So every few seconds it goes, and one of them is this module and the other one. I know this is the 3F, but let me just disconnect this one, so you will see that 26 disappeared. And if I put it back, you will see that the 26 appears. So this way you can find the address for I2C. After that, we define for the thermocouple. These are the pins for one, and this is the pin for the other one. For the pin, this is called serial out, SO. Serial out, and I put 1 here. Serial out 1 pin. This is chip select 1 pin, and this is clock 1 pin. So this 1 means thermocouple 1, and then this is pin 4, 5, and 6 is used. And then I went accordingly, just left 1 pin, and then 8, 9, 10. This is for the serial out 2, chip select 2, and then serial clock 2 pin have been defined for the second thermocouple. And then we create an instance of the class of MAX6675. This was thermocouple, and I just put 1, thermocouple 1, and then thermocouple 2. And then we pass these values to this. If this is 1, this should be serial clock 1, chip select 1 pin, and then serial out 1 pin. And this is also 2, the same way. If you want to include the third one, just add another line and make this 2, and make sure also define the pins. Inside the setup, we just initialize the LCD1.begin. That initialize the first LCD and the first LCD backlight, and this is for second LCD begin and backlight. These two are needed to initialize. And then we are printing this text on the screen. Let me show you. If I reset the Arduino, you will see that it says Max thermocouple 1, and this is 1, and this 2. That is this text that will be from here. It shows Robojax with that model. So this is for LCD1. We say LCD1.print, and then we set the cursor. This goes to character 0, line 1. So this goes to the next line and prints the thermocouple 1. And this is for LCD2, exact same thing. And this is for the serial monitor. 9600 baud is the value that is displayed in here, and this is the 9600 at the bottom. It math match, and you can open the serial monitor by clicking in here. After that, we just wait 3 seconds for the user to read the display information. If you want to shorten this, do that. Inside this loop, this is for the serial monitor. How it prints is, you just type thermocouple 1 and then read Celsius. This is the value for the Celsius temperature. So this is the value, and then let me put here some space, and then we thermocouple 1, read Fahrenheit. This is the value for the Fahrenheit, and the same will be displayed in the LCD. So we just, this will print one line like that, portion of the line up to thermocouple 1, and this is for the thermocouple 2. As you can see, it shows C2 with the values, and then C1. This should be C1 F1, C2 F2. We go LCD1.clear, that clears the screen from the previous value, and LCD2 we have to do it for both. And then this portion from here up to here, this is for LCD1. You see these are all LCD1, and this is just for the first line, line 0, character 0, character 0, line 0. We just print this thermocouple. This is this information at the top, and then we go character 0, line 1, and here we print the Celsius. We say thermocouple 1 dot read Celsius, and we will print it. And then we jump to character 5 of line 1, and we print this character 223, which will print the C, the degree, and then we print the C. Then we jump here at the character 7, we create some empty space, and then character 8 we print the thermocouple.Fahrenheit, that will print the temperature, and then that is, we reach character 14, print the degree, and then print the F. This will be the same thing, exact same thing. We just type 2222, make sure even here thermocouple should be 2, and we wait 1 second, and then the loop continues like that. Let me now demonstrate this. This shows 22.5, this a little different. Now I'm using this Mastercraft from Canadian Tire, the heat gun to blow the heat. And it shows the Celsius and Fahrenheit, and this one also shows 70 and 162 in Fahrenheit. As you can see, simultaneously Celsius 1 and then Fahrenheit 1 is continuously displayed on the serial monitor as well as in here. Thank you for watching. This was how to use these two thermocouple temperature sensor with MAX6675 and LCDs. If you learned something and like this video, please thumb up. Don't forget that. Just click that, and also subscribe so you can get updates of my upcoming videos. If you have comment or question, you're welcome to post it, and I'll try to answer and reply.